Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Once again, it's always good to be here with you. And tonight, once again, my name is Craig. I am your recovery coach here at Capital Recovery Center. And, oh, Lord. Yes, there we go. Tonight, this is our men in training, MIT men in training group. This is a hybrid group. And to all those who are watching this segment, give me a minute. I'm going to put that up. And there we go. And so tonight we're going to be talking about the power of mentoring in the community. And so let me just give you a synopsis of what men in training mentoring is all about. And it says, we are men shaping and transforming lives one day at a time for a better tomorrow throughout our community. What we do, we offer resolution to complex circumstances and situations. And so tonight we're going to be talking about mentorship and the importance of why it's so important in the community in large. And so there is a vast dynamic of community. And so we're going to talk about a few here. What in the scenario of mentoring in the community. So without further ado, we're going to jump right into it. And so I'm going to read an article by someone. This article is by higherlogic.com. To all the folks who part of higherlogic.com, thank you for this piece of material. And I think it's vital, very imperative to what we're doing here at Capital Recovery Center. Once again, this is a hybrid group. You can watch it virtually or you can participate in this here at our Capital Recovery Center. And so there's optional, but we prefer that you tune in, share it, let somebody know what we're doing here in the community. Without further ado, let's talk about the power of mentoring in the community. So the article starts off by saying, take a moment to think back on your career. However long or short it's been so far, what moment stands out and who helped you get there? Everyone hit bumps in the road, no matter how smart, driven, or successful they've been so far. Think about the straight-A high school student who struggle once they get to college, or the ambitious entrepreneur slow to take off. How do you get through those rough times when the future is hazy? You're filled with self-doubt or you don't quite know what you should do. And so the article talks about a straight-A student, this ambitious entrepreneur, and those two people or those persons, they started off strong. One was an A student, one was very ambitious. However, they ran across a snag in the road, and we all, as the article mentioned, no matter how big or small, we all face some type of obstacle. But as we will read further on, we'll get to hear what they're talking about, how it's important to have a mentor in your life. The strategies to unstick yourself are endless, but many successful people have one thing in common: mentors. Many successful people have one thing in common: they have mentors, someone you can confide in, someone you can talk to, someone who are relatable and who understand you and will not be judgmental, but support you and encourage you along the way. Mentorship has been around for ages, but people don't always realize how transformative those relationships and connections can be. It doesn't matter your age, career stage, or background. Having mentors is often the key that distinguishes successful people from everyone else. Here's a scenario of a young lady. Her name is Mary Barra, CEO of General Motors Company, credits mentors for her achievements. At the beginning of her career, she set her heart on engineering. As she continually struggled in that field, she turned to mentors for guidance. Listening to outside perspectives helped inform her decision to change her path from engineering to HR, human resources. All right, it says, since making that decision with the help of her mentors, she never looked back and is now CEO of one of the largest companies in the world. And so, therefore, she came across, faced a hurdle. She wanted her career path was when she started off as an engineer, but somehow that didn't sit well until she met a mentor who encouraged her and who redirected her to becoming a HR. Now she is a CEO, all right, Chief Executive Officer of one of the largest companies in the world. All right, and so let's move further and talk about education. All right, it says education is about connection. All right, education is about connection. One place mentoring has a measurable and positive effect in education. Studies show a direct correlation between mentorship, reduced dropout rates, and higher achievement for high schoolers. It goes to show how powerful having an advocate and role model are when you're in a critical developmental stage. Let me read that again. It said it goes to show how powerful having an advocate and role model are when you're in a critical developmental stage. So here at Capital Recovery Center, this MIT Men in Training session, we have three objectives. And there are leadership, role models, and to empower. And so that's so important. And so we encourage men, adult men, to be a part of what we're doing here so that we can help those along the way. It doesn't matter what profession you're in or how young or how old you are as an adult male. We're just trying to get men to come together and find out some solution to solve some of these issues that we're faced with day to day. All right. Why does mentorship create a magic formula that spurs success? Education and learning are about creating strong connections and relationships among teachers, students, ideas. Those are the most powerful forces that motivate, teach, and help us live up to our potential. Having another perspective, a champion who believes in you, and an example of what the future could look like are significant. So the article says, having another perspective on things, a champion who believes in you, someone who's going to be 100% behind you and encourage you along the way, right, are an example for what the future look like are significant. Increase retention, reduce what the article said. It says, increase retention, reduce churn. Okay, let's see what that's all about. Let me see if I can get this, stop this from stolen at the bottom. All right, perfect. All right, say that. We're here. So now we're going to move on to increase retention, reduce churn. It says, it's refreshing to hear mentoring can reduce high school dropout rates and encourage students to push themselves harder. But what does it have to do with your organization and professional development? Good question. Good question. What does it have to do with your organization and professional development? Let's see, what does it have to do? We're going to talk about it right now. Let me log on to this so that people know that I am on. Oh boy, I don't know what happened to this, but there I go. Give me a minute, bear with me. Don't worry about it. As you grow in your career, you never stop learning. That's very important. No matter how old you are, please do not stop learning. Uh, I once read before, it says, once you think you have arrived or reached your zenith, your height in life, that's when you begin to descend back to your lower development. And so you become stagnant. And overall, it's saying when you stop learning or stop applying your learning or developmental skills, you become stagnant. And so there, you're not leaving room enough for growth. All right. And if education is facilitated by strong connections and relationships, mentoring is the perfect match. It brings the younger generation along, bringing age gaps, bridging age gaps, and creates long-term loyalty for your organization. Plus, it ensures you always have a strong group of future leaders trained and excited about your mission. And so we're looking for future leaders. We're looking for future young people who are ready to take their rightful role in manhood. And so, listen, I don't have all the answer. And so we can help one another learn and grow. And so what I do know, I'm going to pour into you. And what you do know, as long as it's positively on both ends, we will be fine together. We will be making some strides. All right, so all professionals have a certain amount of churn and turnout. Can mentorship help curb those professional dropout rates? And if so, does it make good business sense to facilitate mentoring programs? Let's talk about it. The article says, yes, mentoring does make business sense, especially for those high stress, high turnover industry. Low retention adds up as people revolve, making it an expensive problem. So they did a study in 2013. The American Nurses Association found that their members had a turnover rate ranging from small to very high. In certain hospitals, what's more, each turnover costs an average of $36,000 to $46,000. That's a lot of money. All right, and it says American Nurses Association heard from members that the problem wasn't just frustrating for hospital staff, training people only to have them leave, but it quickly sucked up hospital resources. All right, and so it says, as an American Nurses Association dug into the problem and possible solutions, they found mentorship played a key role for many of their nurses. One hospital in particular had an especially successful mentorship program. Before the program, that hospital had a 31% turnover rate, which was expensive and bad for morale. To remedy the situation, they created a program in which they paired nurse prodigies with seasoned nurses. Within 2 years, right? They cut their turnover rate by a third to 10%. No other hospital in that network have a similar program to make sure new nurses feel supported and are successful. We're talking about mentorship. We're talking about pairing people up together to have a great turnout rate, whether it be in school, whether it be in an organization, whether it be a job, whether it be at home, whether it be in relationships, whether it be in church. In society, as we look around, we can see there is a lot of stuff that's going on. And we think here at Capital Recovery Center that mentorship is something that we want to implement and see if we could turn things around. And so we welcome anyone out there that's watching this segment. Please contact us here at Capital Recovery Center. We're located at 72 North Pearl Street in the greater city of Bristol, New Jersey, 08302. You can call the office, 856-391-7449. And once again, my name is Craig, and I am a certified recovery coach. All right? All right, let's go on to the next one. And basically, we're doing a lot of reading. We're doing a lot of informative information. So the next one talks about what mentorships look like. Does simply pairing young professionals with older professionals work? No, it's not quite that simple. It's important both mentors and mentees want a mentoring relationship and they share certain values, respect, and trust each other. All right? It says, and they share certain values, respect, and trust each other. In the nurse pairing program, the hospital was careful to choose the right nurses to be mentors. They didn't want to put reluctant nurses in an uncomfortable position. Otherwise, who knows how successful the program would ultimately have been. That's why integrating a mentorship program into online communities can work so well. Okay, it says that's why integrating a mentorship program into online communities can work so well. Rather than pairing young professionals and mentors who don't align, it's important to let members connect organically with people they truly want to learn from. Online communities give members even more access by mentoring opportunities to both mentors and mentees, no matter the geographical location. I like that because it don't put us in a box. It have us to think outside the box and to expand our horizon, not only locally, but nationally, hopefully internationally, who knows. But the goal is to grow and be productive, all right? Giving space for members to find each other doesn't just result in better natural pairings. It makes the process less arduous, requiring much less administrative bandwidth. Simply allow members to add a mentor or mentee badge or button to their profile. It removes awkwardness or uncertainty if someone is searching for a mentor. They know this person wants to be connected. Mentorship millennials. Woo! Millennial. That is so important. We're talking about the young. I believe this is talking about the younger generation, the millennials, those who are on the horizon, because they are so very smart. And for the young people out there, I take my hat off to you because you're so innovative and you're so motivated to learn more and to do more, and you have so much at your exposure, and that it make you so you stand out. You're very unique in how much you're able to absorb this new technology. And I take my hat off to you and all you young people out there who are in school, who's making a difference, who want to make a difference. Don't give up. Just keep on striving. It may be hard, but don't worry about it. If you fail, someone told me, said success is sometimes generated, most of the time it's generated by some of your failure. So success sometimes is generated through your failure, because sometimes your failure is nothing but a testament to your success. And so don't be afraid. What I'm trying to say, don't be afraid to fail, because they say Michael Jordan took thousands of shots before everyone noticed all the good stuff. They didn't realize that the ones he missed, nobody paid that no attention until he started making the ones that really count. All right? They say when millennials need knowledge, they look to their networks for answers, and professionally, your community is probably one of their biggest networks. Setting up a mentoring program through the community is another good way of engaging millennials. To really take full advantage of your community, don't just look at mentoring as a one-on-one mentorship. Create discussion where millennials or other developing professionals can ask mentoring related questions to the group. Those conversations will live on your community for anyone. Let me read that again. Those conversations will live on your community for anyone to access, and could also spur one-on-one relationship beyond the discussion. Mentoring is a two-way street. Remember, I said it's not all about me pouring into you. but it's also that you pour into me as well. And so this last portion of the article says, mentoring is a two-way street. I don't know it all. I don't claim or profess to know it all. And so I love to hear from those out there in the community, and I love to see what they have to say. And it'll be wonderful if we get some feedback. And so we say mentoring is a two-way street. Mentoring isn't about knowing all the right answers or about making the mentee a carbon copy of the mentor. All right? It's not having a clone. We're not here trying to make a clone of me or anyone that's that you may see on these segments. It's about each one teach one, each one preach one. All right? It's about helping the mentee reach their full potential and be more themselves, as Mary Barra can attest to. The most powerful relationships are ones that go both ways. Older professionals have a lot of experience they can teach, and the younger generation may see the world in a different, fresh light. Both perspectives are valid and important. In a good mentorship, both mentor and mentee benefit and learn from each other. When presenting mentorship program to your members, highlight this important aspect. All generations can benefit and learn from each other. Wow, that's so important. We can all learn from one another. We can all teach one another. And so tonight was basically about sharing some information. It's not about me basically pouring into you. It's about you pouring into us as well. So we would love to hear from you. Let us know what we're doing, whether it's good, bad, fair, okay. Please share, like, subscribe, and we're looking forward to hearing from the community here in Cumberland County. The Cumberland County is the county that we reside in. However, as the article say, we would like to expand beyond Cumberland County. We'd like to have an online community where we all can interact and get involved. And because from my standpoint, or from as I see it now, it's as if mentoring is, I don't want to say it's a dying skill. I want to say that it's something that's much needed to revitalize. That's the word I'm looking for. To revitalize our community and uplift the people. And so therefore, I'm here to encourage you all. And so be a part of us next week. Join us next week, live at 5. Men in Training MIT Mentoring Group. It's a hybrid group. Once again, contact the office. And you can do that by calling 856-391-7449. And so with that said, y'all have a blessed night. And always remember, encourage somebody. Number one, encourage yourself, and then encourage somebody else, because you always want to be a blessing to someone else. As God blesses us, we want to be a blessing to someone else. And so share this information, and Lord willing, I'll see you on the next time, next Tuesday. Stay blessed, everyone.